For a long time, wealth has been treated like a prediction contest. As if the prize goes to whoever guesses the future 5 minutes earlier than everyone else. For educational purposes only, not financial advice. Welcome to Epic Money Mindset, the place where ambitious people come to master money, build wealth, and create real, lasting financial freedom. When we zoom out and look across more than a century of economic history, something interesting shows up. Despite new technologies, new headlines, and new reasons to panic, the structure behind wealth creation stays surprisingly consistent. Wealth has tended to grow through ownership of productive assets, plus patience, rather than constant reaction to short-term noise. The Great Depression, oil shocks, the dot-com bubble, the financial crisis, COVID. Different names, different causes, same shape. Assets get repriced. Emotions run hot. Time quietly does its thing. Those who owned resilient assets didn't just recover, they often ended up ahead once the dust settled. Now, this is where nuance matters. History does not say, buy anything and walk away. That approach has funded many very expensive lessons. What history actually supports is ownership of specific types of assets, under specific conditions. Let's walk through what those assets have looked like, with real examples. First, equity ownership in productive businesses. Public companies that generate real cash flow, reinvest profits, and serve ongoing demand have done most of the long-term heavy lifting. Think of businesses that sell things people keep using, consumer staples. Healthcare, energy, financial infrastructure, technology platforms that enable work, payments, or communication. Examples historically include companies like Coca-Cola, Johnson & Amp, Johnson, Exxon, Microsoft. Broad ownership through diversified index funds tied to the overall economy. Not flashy, not dramatic, just effective over long periods. The common thread isn't popularity, it's durability. People keep needing what they sell. Prices adjust over time. Scale improves margins. The alternate view is important. Businesses without earnings or competitive advantages don't compound, they audition. Second, real assets tied to necessity. Real estate, infrastructure, and energy share a useful trait. Life keeps using them regardless of sentiment. Housing doesn't vanish in downturns. Electricity doesn't take a break. Pipelines, utilities, roads, and data centers stay busy. Examples include residential rental properties, farmland, power plants and utilities, toll roads, ports, pipelines. REITs focused on housing, logistics, or data centers. These assets tend to get repriced, not replaced. Ownership benefits from scarcity and replacement cost. The key dependency is leverage discipline, because stability plus too much debt turns into fragility very quickly. Third, ownership in productivity rather than consumption. History consistently separates using systems from owning them. Owning factories outperformed working in factories. Owning platforms outperformed using platforms. Today, this shows up as ownership in software companies, cloud infrastructure, automation and robotics. Data and intellectual property examples include enterprise software providers, semiconductor and chip design firms, cloud and data infrastructure companies. The alternate view matters. Technology cycles can be volatile, which is why balance beats concentration. Fourth, income-producing assets. Assets that generate cash flow while prices fluctuate offer a quiet advantage. They buy patience. Examples include dividend-paying stocks, rental real estate, infrastructure assets with long-term contracts, royalties and licensing agreements. When markets move sideways or down, income reduces the temptation to panic. And historically, avoiding panic has mattered more than perfect timing. The dependency here is sustainability. Income that looks attractive but isn't durable eventually disappears. Fifth, selective exposure to asymmetric opportunities. Across history, small exposure to emerging or frontier assets has occasionally added meaningful upside. Examples include early technology platforms, new energy technologies, emerging asset classes like digital infrastructure. The key word is small. These assets work best as complements, not foundations. Too much of them doesn't speed up compounding, it interrupts it. Across eras, across markets, one principle keeps holding. Wealth compounds when assets produce value, demand persists, and time is allowed to work. The modern application isn't copying the past. It's respecting the structure behind it. Build exposure gradually. Diversify across productive asset classes. Reinvest consistently. Avoid forced selling. History doesn't reward perfect predictions. It rewards ownership, patience, and discipline. Thank you for watching Epic Money Mindset. If this brought value to your life, stay connected and pass the insight forward. I'm grateful to have you here, and I'll see you in the next video.